Summer is our favorite time of year in Ludington. Summer is a short season here. The cold and gray seems to drag on well into May, then just like that the clouds go away and the temps warm up. We love being down on Andromeda during the summer season and enjoying life around the dock. There are always friends around and things to do. Today is no exception.
Like a boss! Like a boss! The light bitch got that one in the water. Oh. Need some work on your lines there, Tom.
First mate.
Oh my God, look at that wheel, that dog.
It's awfully hot out. It's awfully hot out. Tom, I know you got a Speedo I can borrow.
We're gonna go meet our friends on the sailboat Sequel, and Bob's gonna try a hydrofoil. So
allegedly.
Yeah, we're gonna see. Yeah.
Seems to be the problem there with Ollie's life jacket.
Somehow it got smaller
Oh, Ollie.
by a good 2 inches.
Is your life jacket too tight?
A little bit.
Oh no. How'd that happen?
So happy to be on the dinghy. He still doesn't care, but trying to make it more comfortable. Ollie's life jacket's a little bit too snug on him this year. Ollie came up on the bow of Mr. Furley. There they are.
Although I typically function at a high level of balance and athletic ability, I was not able to fully stand up and glide across the water as effortlessly as Tom. I did make it to my knees a few times, and gliding around on the foil is pretty cool, but mostly I did a lot of face plants and drank a lot of lake water. I really like this concept and would be interested in trying this again, but for now I don't see e-foiling in my future.
recording for the lawsuit.
Before our first loop, we installed an Acuva 2.0 water purifier at our galley sink. The Acuva uses UV LED light to zap bacteria and purify our drinking water. We did not write down in our logbooks, nor did we remember that there is an inline filter as part of this system that needs to be changed, until we noticed our Acuva faucet was losing pressure. So we are now installing a new filter under the sink.
Definitely a problem.
Yeah, it's coming out way faster than it was.
Wow. So we've got a Dometic holding tank vent filter, just a vent line that comes out of the top of the holding tank, and this is a filter to help with any smell. Probably should be a once a year deal. We just looked at the date on our old one and it was 2 years old, so we're going to put this one in. Our holding tank, and up there mounted on the ceiling is the vent filter. We're going to replace that. Should be hopefully easy job. Unscrew the two ends, screw the new one in.
Warm summer breezes and sunny skies bring with it many boat projects, long nights on the dock with friends,
To travel with her, want to travel blind.
Agility with this dog.
She can trust you, for she can touch your perfect
Shelly said that she's seen, so we had a split rail fence.
and one of our favorite things is all of the unique boats that come and go from our harbor. Today, we are intrigued by our new dock neighbors. This is not the type of sailboat we are used to seeing in our tiny northern port. She has 2 masts, blue water lines, and a well-seasoned vibe that feels like she holds 1,000 salty tales of adventures on the open ocean.
Right.
But we have had her for a little less than 3 weeks, and we're gonna go take her back. We're gonna go show them. Refund? No.
Refund.
Yeah. We love her already.
There's no buyer remorse in a sailboat, is there?
Right, no.
No. But yeah, we were downstairs, put the pressure washer. One of the tanks for diesel had popped, and there was just diesel all in the
Right at the
bilge.
bottom.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez.
So all the diesel we were smelling, we thought it was because we were bleeding the lines because there was air in the lines, in the fuel lines, but it was because we got down there and we're like, oh, that's all diesel residue. Oh.
Oh, and every time it gets wet, it just sparks. You're not sparks, that's a bad word, but
Purple Power and Simple Green, and we've been just like
yeah.
spraying.
They bought her up north, brought her to Ludington, and they plan to change her name, fix her up, and sail around the world. That seems like a lofty goal, but we get the feeling they will make it happen. What a great intro to an even greater story. We can't wait to watch their adventure unfold.
So yesterday I was out walking around and I saw a couple of jet skis with a Great Loop flag on it. So I didn't get a chance to talk to them yesterday, but I'm going down to see if they're still here today and see if they'll let me know what their story is. I saw your Great Loop flag and I thought, no way, are you doing the Great Loop on jet skis? Really? That is awesome. Do you mind telling me about it?
No, it's been a fantastic adventure. We started in I started in St. Louis, Missouri about 3 months ago. Made my way down to Florida, up the East Coast, stopped in New York for a couple weeks. Went across the border into Canada. Spent 3 weeks in the beautiful Canadian country.
What months were you in Canada?
We just got back from Canada, let's see, just 3 days ago. So,
Okay, wow.
so what is this month? It's July. So we got into Canada the end of June, then spent 3 weeks there. So we went up the Lake Champlain, through the Chambly Canal, up to the St. Lawrence, through the Lachine, over to the Rideau Canal, down into Thousand Island region.
Wow.
Then over up the Trent Severn into Georgian Bay.
Wow.
And up Georgian Bay through Little Current up into the North Country, or the North Channel. And then all the way up to Sault Ste. Marie. And then dipped into Lake Superior for the fun of it for just a little bit.
Yeah.
Turned around, came back, and then started making our way back
Wow.
just a few days ago.
Just coming down the Michigan side? Yeah.
Coming down the east coast of the Michigan.
When do you think you'll cross your wake?
I'm planning a week from Saturday,
Really?
so the 27th.
Are you do you have like a Nebo or anything? Can we track you? Or?
I do have a Nebo. Sea Dooner.
Okay.
It's on the back of the boat there. SEA. There you go. Sea Dooner on Nebo. I am on Instagram and I do have a live tracker.
Oh, cool.
I can give you the info for it.
Yeah. Are you doing the YouTube thing too, or not
A
really?
little bit of Instagram,
Yeah.
but just because I'm so busy that not always do I get a chance to update that.
Did you get caught in any bad weather?
We have got caught in some bad weather. Our crossing from Caravelle to Steinhatchee, it ended up being not a great day, but we went ahead and did it anyway. And they were legitimate 3+ footers.
Wow.
It was 80 miles of just grit, determination,
Wow.
8 to 9 miles an hour, and getting soaked.
Were you by yourself?
No, I had another partner at the time, but every single wave was just a soaking.
Oh.
It was brutal.
How many hours?
It was close to 8 hours.
Wow.
when we can normally travel at comfortably 30 miles an hour is our cruising speed, up to 50 mile an hour.
That's
max.
kind of nice.
30 mile an hour cruising speed, yeah.
Yeah.
Not that day.
Yeah. So, Carabel Steinhatchee, did you kind of hug the shore or did you just cut it?
Cut straight
And got
across.
caught in the waves?
So there was no shore in sight.
Oh, man.
We had to do it.
Wow. Wow, you got them geared right out, man. What is, what make and model we were talking here?
This is a 2025 Sea-Doo Explorer Pro
Okay.
170.
And it's kind of, it doesn't look like your typical weekender wave runner. It looks like it's made to carry stuff and expedition kind of thing.
Yeah, so stock wise, it is made to carry some stuff. This one has some modifications to it to just kind of enhance my journey a little bit. One most important thing, I wanted to get the looper flag up there to be identified by all the looper folks. I added some lights up there to be able to
Oh yeah.
just for some visibility, not for navigation, but more for visibility.
So you could be seen maybe?
So I can be seen.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing, visibility for sure. And then for navigation wise, it comes with a standard Garmin chart plotter. And then what you see here is a modification that was made to put a big tablet.
Oh, okay.
That is not stock. But what is very nice about these skis and very user friendly is the steering wheel tilts and extends.
Oh, cool.
It's a very nice feature for standing.
Kneeling, standing,
Yep.
loosening up your hips after a long day.
And it comes with a steering dampener too, so that really
Oh, cool.
makes a nice.
Can you lock that in as sort of a modified autopilot kind of thing? Or you don't really want to do
There
that?
is a cruise control. You can set the cruise control, and then it's a standard dead man. So
Oh.
basically, once you set the speed, you pull the throttle in all the way. It holds that speed.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's that. And then
What's this PVC? Is this a aluminum rack on the back? Did that come with it, or did you make
that
that?
did not come with it. So yes, that's made actually out of conduit, welded together, and that's mostly for containment to kind of hold everything so nothing goes flying off the back.
Stack up your gear and.
That's one purpose of it. The second purpose of it was the AIS antenna.
Yeah.
Needed a place for the AIS antenna to go. And then same thing, whip light, that's all lighted for more visibility.
That is just amazing. Just
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Well, good morning. It's about 2.5 months or 75 days or so before we take off on out of here again on loop number 2, our extended loop. And believe it or not, a year and a half or a year and a few months after crossing our wake, we are still dealing with our turbo and manifold issue. Hopefully today is the last little bit. We have John coming back from Cummins
to finish reprogramming the ECMs. We reprogrammed them a few months ago and we lost a few hundred RPM off our top end. She'd only top out at like 1950 and she's supposed to max out at 2300 RPM. So John's on his way down. We're gonna hook the laptop up, or he is, and then hopefully once everything is loaded in and registered, we'll take her on a sea trial and hope for the best. It's hard to believe that we are pulling out of here again in just 2.5 months, about 75 days. It's also kind of hard to believe that for almost a year, over a year, we've been dealing with our repairs from when we crossed our wake. We had the boat on the hard. We spent all winter, as you've probably all seen, fixing everything. And here we are 13 months later and still putting the final touches on it. When we got everything fixed, the last part of the program is to reprogram the ECMs, the computer that tells the engine when to fire and if there's problems. So when we retuned the props and redid the manifolds and the turbo, Cummins recommended recalibrating the ECMs. We did that. Everything seemed to go okay until it didn't. And then John came and took the ECMs back to the shop and had the bench guys reprogram them at the shop because the computer wouldn't talk to them on the boat. And that didn't work. Kathy and I went out for a little sea trial and we lost our top end. Wide open throttle, or WOT, sometimes is what you'll see. And it's supposed to be 2300 for us, and we only got up to 1970. So here we are a few weeks later. We finally got John back down with the correct software. Hopefully he's got another tech with him, and this morning we're gonna let them get down there, reprogram everything, and then hopefully go for a boat ride. You know what's kind of funny is just yesterday we called and rescheduled from Thursday to today. Today's a Tuesday because of the wind report. We were just out walking and the flags are all standing up. So we got a windy day for a sea trial, but we'll make it work. We've been in worse.
Right.
You ready for a boat ride? You excited for a boat ride? Are you shy for the camera? So Chris and John are still down in the engine room and they are doing their best to sort it out. But it feels like they found maybe another anomaly, which may tie into some of the bugs we've been having. So I'm letting them do their thing. It's taken way longer than we thought, but they're chasing down a power problem that seems like crossed over between the two engines. The starboard engine seems to draw down the start battery unless you use the parallel switch. It's kind of always been an issue. It's been that way since we've had it, but they're having trouble getting the software to connect to their laptop on the starboard engine. And remember, that's where this whole exhaust problem started. So it's creating a little bit of concern to me, but I feel good that they're trying to track it down. However, I just wish that Andromeda would communicate with the laptop. We could load the new calibration and go, and everything would work fine. But it's good to have the techs on board, and it's good to have them chasing it down and sort of understanding or seeing the same things that I'm seeing. So we'll see how this shakes out.
Why aren't you carrying this heavy thing?
John and Chris from Cummins just left. We had a great day. We learned a lot. They went through every single thing they could think of, but we kind of narrowed it down to 3 problems. The engine still won't reach wide open throttle. We think it's a programming issue, and with the software they had and the connections they had, it just wasn't coming together. So they are going to talk to a few of the engineers, and should we recalibrate the ECMs? There's some thought that we might have had some bum software when we recalibrated them a few months ago, but we didn't want to pull them off and go through all that if that wasn't the problem. They did notice the engines are jumping in and out of engine sync, or switching which engine's the master and the slave. You can see it in the software. There's no running issues, but the software is bouncing back and forth, so there's that. And then they feel it started a little hard. I've always started Andromeda with both batteries with the parallel. It was always normal to me. It was that way since we got it. Our first broker and one of our first surveyors said, hey, it's normal on some boats. John didn't seem to like that. He thought it was drawing the voltage down too much. So those are 3 things that are sort of hanging out there. They're not stopping us from leaving. They're things that we could maybe get worked on along the way, or with some of the other contacts we have, but that's the results of today. It was nice to be out on the water. It was good to see John again, but more to come on this, I'm sure. So even though the reprogramming of the ECMs and the Cummins text didn't go exactly the way we hoped, we're still whipping Andromeda into shape, because we are pulling out of here in about 2.5 months to head south. So today it's like a real feel of 98 out there, which is great for Michigan, but we decided to stay inside in the air conditioning and go through all the holds and all the storage compartments and through our inventory list from our first trip and sort it all out. What do we need to order for spare parts? And as Kathy said,
This is where I shine, is what I said.
if we didn't touch it the first time, we're getting rid of it. So,
or we're at least going to discuss if there's a chance we would need it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did we overdo it on the spare parts, or was some of it smart? But we're going to dig into all that today and see what we got and see what we need to order. And
this is my jam. This is my moment.
This is her moment. What is that you have in your hand?
A snap that goes on our canvas that we were looking for about a week and a half, and there is a thing on the boat where I put stuff away and apparently out-tricked myself, and this was in a good spot. So, but this is why we're doing this. I could have hit it. I found it and I could have hit it.
Tell the entire world where are we gonna store that now?
We're gonna put this with our canvas box, which will not be buried anymore because we use it a lot more than we thought we did. That's what the whole point of this is. Some of the stuff was so buried, we just didn't dig because we needed a craft stick to use instead of our fingers, and then we got all full of super glue because the craft sticks were buried. So we're learning. I heard that beep. Because I said I gotta remember how I got in here. I'm stuck. Oh. I love boating. I love boating. You get the islands for 6 weeks and you get boat work for 4 years.
You made it.
I made it.
You can see behind us, it's dark out. We did inventory all day, cleaned every hatch, even the deep hatches that go way down in the bilge, and feels good.
Yes, we found some surprises too. One of the bilges in the guest bedroom that doesn't hook to anything. We think it was maybe the washer and dryer. When we tried to work on it, it was like all crystallized salt in the bottom.
Yeah.
Didn't smell necessarily, but we shot backed it all out and it's clean. So now we can monitor it, see what
Yeah, that was under the guest room bunk bed, under a floor hatch under that bed, way down in the corner, and we think it was from the washing machine. But we found a lot of stuff like that. It sounds funny after owning the boat so long that we find these nooks and crannies, but we did a lot of work and we're hauling a lot of stuff out that we took with us on the first loop and never touched. So we're back at it tomorrow.
Yes. We would like to say a very special thank you to our Captain's Table patron, Tom M. And as always, a huge thank you to all our patrons. We couldn't do this without you.